This is a short video on how to create groups in Address Book and then how to use those groups to mail a message and to create mail labels. Well, the first thing we have is that probably when you open up your Address Book, it's going to look like this, with your contacts over here on one side and your contact on this side. This little icon right up here, it looks like a bookmark tab, gets you to your groups. By clicking that, we now have, these are the groups. By default, you have one group already, and that's all of your contacts. And to get back to your contacts, you can just click on this bookmark over here. Well, we're going to go to our groups listing, and I'm going to come down here to the plus sign in the groups listing to create a new group. Now I'm going to give that a name called Demo Group. And I now have that created over here, and notice there is nothing in that group. Well, to add things to that group, I come back up to my All Contacts, selecting people randomly by clicking the Command key and the mouse. I'm just going to come down here and I'm going to add a bunch of people. And then click and drag over to Demo Group. Now I can go through and select anybody, just click and drag it over to Demo Group. And that's how I can add. I can just go through and just keep, I can add, I can Command click, I can hold down the Shift key and select a whole group of people. And just click and drag it over to Demo Group. Now, in Demo Group, these are all the people that I've added to that group. If I've accidentally put somebody in there I don't want, I can just click it, make sure it's highlighted in blue, hit the delete key, and it'll ask me to remove from group. Delete it removes it from the Address Book, or cancel. I just want to remove it from the group, which is the default. So now when I go in to create my mail labels, I select the group, I come up to print, and notice that the only ones that come up are the ones that have addresses associated with them. So you won't get blank address labels that have no addresses. Now, under Style, you have mail labels, envelopes, and this will print a regular standard envelope. You can do one or many. And this also works if you select an individual address. You can create a list, and this is really nice to have a list of addresses and names, and a pocket address book. And this one will pick up all the addresses to put in your standard pocket address book. Well, we want to do mail labels in this case. So I'm going to select my mail labels. I want all addresses. And I want to print in postal code order, or I can do an alphabetical order. I can select home, work, other addresses. So when I'm done with that, I just hit print. Well, let's say I want to mail a message to Demo Group. Okay. To do that, I come in here to mail a new message. Now to send an email message to the group, I type in the first letters. It brings up a drop-down list of things that is found in the address book. I click on Demo Group. Now, there's a drop-down menu associated with this, and I can either go in and edit the address. This is the same on all addresses, or I can expand the group. Now, if you expand the group and it comes up blank, you need to make sure that the first address in your group has an email address, or it will come up blank when you expand it. So it puts all the addresses in individually. If I send out the message like this, all the recipients will only see the demo group, the group name, not the individual addresses. And that is all there is to doing groups, mail labels, and addressing with those groups.